Hello everybody, welcome to Josh Dell'Aria's Musical Escapades. My name's Josh Dell'Aria, your host. I'm super glad to be back with you guys. My computer I thought was having issues with recording, but apparently not. I guess I took it to the repair shop this week, and I guess they told me that I was just standing too close to my microphone, so I'm trying to be a little bit farther back and see if it works. So, as you can probably tell from the title here, I'm actually going to be bringing you a band originally from Sweden. I know they are Sweden natives, but I'm not sure if they still live there. I think they do, because their website's Swedish. But this is the band I Break Horses. It's made up of Maria Linden and Frederick Balk. Now, their music is in a style called shoegaze, which is basically a combination of electronic and pop music. It's not a style I tend to like very much, but I do think that these guys do a very good job of it. Now, the band has been around together, I think, since 2011, and Maria has gone off and done some solo material, but as a band together, they have, I think, 3 full albums, and also a few singles and EPs alongside of that. Their newest album just came out in May 2020. It's called Warnings, and I'm going to play one of their most popular songs from that album, and it's one of the best in my opinion as well. So the song's called I'll Be the Death of You. You guys are welcome to enjoy it here and now. Yeah, one of the great things about this song is really just like the evolution and the process that it takes to get from where it starts to where it ends, and all the kind of little things that the band does in the midst of it to bring out a lot of the parts that stand out quite a bit. So, for instance, right at the start here, it's really interesting how these drums kind of come in, sounding like they're going to be all offbeat, but then eventually they kind of get straightened out to the right beats, and I just really like the way that this sounds. So at the beginning, it's kind of chaotic, and you're kind of like, I think, at least in my mind, I was kind of like, okay, how is this going to work out? How is this going to change? How is this going to, what's going to happen in the end? And then you finally hear it kind of leveling off, and it kind of settles your brain a little bit. Okay, now we're into a little bit of a process here. I don't have to be on my guard the whole time. Okay, I also want to bring up this concept of timbre. Now, timbre is a really fancy music word, spelled really weird or pronounced really weird, whatever way you want to look at it. That basically means the quality of the sound. So it's not necessarily referring to the pitch or the volume of the sound, but kind of just like the way that the sound comes across. So there's a difference between singing me and me. The word is the exact same word, and the pitch is the exact same pitch, and the volume is the exact same volume, but the way that that comes across to your ears is a little bit different. So a sound can sound clear, or it could sound echoey, or it could sound what they call tinny, which basically means like a small voice, kind of that type of thing. One of the things that I think a lot of shoegaze artists do a great job of is mixing timbres. So in this song, I think it's probably no big secret that I Break Horses is using a very hushed timbre for most of the song, but there are these parts here where Maria comes out really clear for a couple of words. Yeah, so those last couple words, my mind, or I think in the second verse it's my sight, or something like that. Having the difference of timbre on those two words really brings out that phrase, obviously highlights the importance of those two words, but I think also in turn that also makes you realize that that whole phrase is actually really, really important. And it's one of the cruxes of the song, so for her to use a timbre change on that particular phrase, it really just it's a testament to how well she wants you to understand that point. And it's great that she does it in that way, because that way you understand that it's one of the most important parts of the song. So if you ever want to have something super emphasized like that, it doesn't necessarily have to be a change in timbre, but having some sort of unexpected change like that for that period of time, it's a great way of bringing something out. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily have to be in timbre. It could be in pitch. Like maybe all of a sudden you start singing in a higher octave. Or it could be in dynamics. Maybe all of a sudden you get quiet, or all of a sudden you get loud. Like that kind of change really helps bring out a part that you really want to have emphasized. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to go through the parts of the song after the vocals have been cut out, pretty much. I would consider this the ending, although I would say it's really long to be considered an ending, but I mean, that's kind of the way it works out in the structure of this particular song. So I'm going to go ahead and play for you guys here the synthesizer part, and I want you guys to notice that there is some syncopation in here. And it continues on doing that as it goes on. But do you guys notice that the synth is actually landing on beat 4? So you would probably think at that point that that's what's driving the beat and keeping it together. And you'd suspect that if you have something that strong, it would be played on the first beat of the measure. But instead, it's actually played on the last beat of the measure as an anticipation into the next measure almost. So I actually think that's a really great idea, because it's pretty unexpected, and it just keeps the rhythm going in a very different manner. And then after a while, they fade those synths away, and they just leave you with this. and that goes on for quite some time too. But I love the fact that in a shoegaze song, there's a point where the band leaves you with just trumpets. Most of the shoegaze songs are not going to be like that. If you listen to a lot of them, they really revel in their synths and in their synthetic instruments and all that sort of stuff. And I think the fact that Irate Horses comes away and just plays an acoustic trumpet instrument and at the end of the song like that is a really great testament to doing something unexpected. Again, it's just another highlight of them thinking outside the box. So this is a 2020 song and it is eligible for the top 20. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know that I am going to go ahead and nominate this song for the top 20 of 2020. So this song, as I explained with the syncopation and the timbre changes in the middle of the song, the trumpets coming through at the end, all that kind of stuff really shows me that Irate Horses is really thinking about the way their music comes across. So I definitely think that they deserve an opportunity at the top 20. So I'm going to go ahead and nominate them, like I said. And that's all I have on today's video, everybody. Thank you all for watching. If you guys like Irate Horses, you can go check out more of their stuff. Their website, iratehorses.sce. And as always, I will link their social media links down in the description below. Also, you guys, I am pretty sorely lacking in 2020 music. I've been listening to a lot lately that hasn't sounded very good. And I think there hasn't been a heck of a lot that's crossed that I want to using it. So if you guys know anything out there that you think deserves to be in the top 20, please let me know. I want to listen to it. You can let me know here at Dell'Aria musical or you can send me a Facebook message at facebook.com/joshmusical, or you can put it down here in the comments below. Again, I'll listen to it no matter what it is. Send me whatever it is you want, and it might be featured here on a show or in the featured content down the road. And by the way, if you guys haven't been on that Facebook page, definitely make sure you check it out. Sometimes I can be able to post stuff up there that I wouldn't be able to share here on YouTube, or I might post something on there that I plan on sharing here on YouTube. You guys can get a sneak peek at it before I put it up here. So if you haven't checked that out, guys, definitely make sure you do. I'd be super happy to see you guys there. As always, thank you all again for watching, and until next time, go make great music, everybody.